There's 5 items you should always have before going to the nether. Bow. Since you can't use water, you can boat off any edge to avoid fall damage and use it to trap mobs chasing you. Bucket. Not for water, but for lava. These are the easiest way to kill hoglins and especially piglin brutes because it won't alert the other piglins. Speaking of piglins, gold armor. Wear it so they won't attack you. Technically, you can mine for some, but you probably suck. Flint and steel in case you need to relight your portal, and a shield, the easiest way to kill blazes without fire resistance. So unfortunately, I went on Reddit and saw this post. Stop glazing cushion transportation. You could do this back in 2010, and he's using boats to do the line of cushions transportation. Now, this is kinda true, but also really stupid. First of all, cushions don't move if you run into them or accidentally click a key while inside. They also don't become unusable if any mob wanders near it, so you pretty much have to have it in the air and lit up so hostiles don't spawn. But mainly, boats can only go one way. You literally can't turn 360. In a secret base, you should always use copper chests, because another player could use the F3+1 pie chart to detect block entities in their render distance. For some reason, this only shows certain block entities, but includes chests, trap chests, ender chests, and shulker boxes. So back in the day, people used dispensers and droppers for vaults until barrels came out which go undetected, and now copper chests. So as long as you don't use any of these blocks, you can make a secret base with pretty much everything you need and go completely undetected. I have no idea what's going on. So it's 3 a.m. I just recorded an entire short about the large amethyst bud because I discovered due to its height, if you stand on it in 2 deep lava and look straight down, you could see through the lava. The only problem is, it's not working. It doesn't let you see through the lava, but I swear it did a few hours ago. I mean, I discovered it, tested it, looked up block heights, and if anyone else had discovered it, wrote a whole script about it, recorded the whole thing, and now it's not working. Why? Why did it work before and not now? I don't have no fog. I didn't change anything. It doesn't make sense. Am I hallucinating? Someone please help. By digging a ring like this, placing 2 blocks, 2 signs, and a water bucket, you can sit in this water and be moving infinitely, so if you're in a server, you won't get kicked for being AFK. You can do this more efficiently and cheaply by digging 3 blocks like this next to a wall, placing a fence here and water here, where going in will make you automatically jump forever. And if you want to AFK while mining, you can start mining and click F3+T, which will reload your texture packs, but then mine for you infinitely. Blub has been leaked! We got this leaked outline of a new mob a few weeks ago called Blub, and well, the full thing was leaked, and here it is! Why does it look like that? The description made it sound like a vanilla mob, but it's marked with a Minecraft Dungeons 2 logo, so it's probably the main mascot like this thing is for the first game. It kinda looks like an Allay, so maybe there's something like a deep dark species versus the Allay species coming in the future. The next Minecraft update might be focused on potions. We got a leak of this probably mob called Blub, coming by at least October, meaning just in time for the 3rd game drop of the year after the sulfur cubes. And a theory has emerged for what Blub is, cause it kinda looks like a cauldron. Here's a model made by this potato, and it just makes sense. What sound comes from potions? Blah 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 blah. It could be a stretch, but don't be surprised if we get a potions update. Mojang just announced a bonus Minecraft Live that'll be at TwitchCon. This means we'll see the next update after the sulfur cubes this month, but the question is, why? Normally the spring and fall drops aren't as big, so they don't do a Minecraft Live, but for some reason they feel the need to do one, and in person at that, just like they used to do at Minecon. It makes me think this update is something big, but we'll only find out on May 30th, where I'll be live on Twitch reacting to it. The chainmail helmet is better than the iron helmet. Armor sets as a whole always get better and better, giving more armor points and more durability, in most cases, and in the case of netherite, more knockback resistance. But outside of diamond and netherite, not every individual armor piece gets better as the set increases. Take boots. Leather, copper, gold, and chainmail all provide the same half bar of armor, meaning durability is the only improvement. One just costs 4 leather to make. There's also gold and copper leggings which are the same, and gold and chainmail chest plates. But helmets are the craziest because copper, gold, chainmail, and iron helmet helmets, and turtle shells all give the same 1 bar in armor, but how does that make chainmail better than iron? Well, all chain armor is actually equal to iron in durability, but have a slightly higher enchantability, meaning across the board, chain helmets are better than iron. You need to stop! Last year I told you to stop sending me your random seeds you think are rare, but it's gotten worse because of AI. I don't know how rare are these. Apparently ChatGPT says it's 0.01%. I have a really cool rare seeds according to ChatGPT. It's a literal 1 in a million. I found this book in a jungle temple with a bunch of enchantments. ChatGPT says it's 1 in 531 billion. ChatGPT doesn't know about Minecraft. How fast are minecarts in Minecraft? Holy yap. It didn't even get that right. It's not telling you how rare your seeds are. Stop sending me them. The Ancient City portal is opening and Minecraft Live confirmed it. Now I don't have any inside information anymore, but from what I saw, this must be the case. Just before the Minecraft Dungeons 2 announcement popped up, they started panning to the Ancient City frame and you could clearly see a portal start to form, and this image was leaked months ago in respect to Dungeons 2 of a warden-like monster coming out of it. So we know it'll open in Dungeons 2, but what about the base game? Well, I also think it'll open. It feels like a Chekhov's gun. The portal originates from the base game, and I don't think they'd tease like this unless something was planned in the future. Concrete slabs and stairs were just added to Minecraft. It doesn't come from a powder form like normal concrete and can't be obtained by putting concrete in a stone cutter, so you just have to craft it the old-fashioned way. And with wool stairs and slabs also coming, this means there's gone from about 65 of these to 100, about a 50% increase in one update, and there's a lot of people wanting terracotta or glass variants as well. What do you think? Should more be added? Minecraft just added vertical slabs in the new April Fool's snapshot? Wait, didn't they do this before? But in all seriousness, Minecraft has a history of jokingly adding things for April Fools, and then they actually come out a few months later, but half slabs aren't the one that interest me most. Have you ever had a mod or just Optifine that makes torches in your hand make light that follows you around? This is dynamic lighting, and it's in the latest April Fool's update. If you have torches follow you around, look, it's dynamic lighting in vanilla Minecraft. Could this actually come to the game? This is a witch riding a chicken, and yes, it's obtainable completely in survival. First, you need a chicken jockey, but you need it to be a zombie villager, immediately making it 20 times rarer. Then you need to use a weakness potion and golden apple to convert it into a baby villager, and simply wait for it to grow up. Then you need to strike the villager with lightning without killing the chicken, which I did with this setup using a lightning rod. And now you have the witchin' jockey. Here's an idea. Make a smelting room in your base with no lights, but the ceiling is cauldrons, and above that dripstone, and above that lava. If you don't know, this will slowly fill the cauldrons with lava, making its only infinite source, and you can use the lava bucket for fuel in a furnace, smelting 100 items. So just get some buckets in circulation, and whenever you need fuel, check the ceiling for whatever's lit up, and you have infinite. Here's every enchant you need to fully max out your armor and tools. First of all, everything should have Unbreaking 3 and Mending. You can even put these on shields, flint and steel, elytra, warped fungus on a Styx. On all your armor, you want Protection 4 and Thorns 3, but I like to give one piece to blast protection for those high damage scenarios. On the helmet, you want to add Respiration 3 and Aqua Affinity. On the leggings, you want Swift Sneak 3, and on the boots, you want Feather Falling 4, Soul Speed 3, and Depth Strider 3. On your sword, you probably want Sharpness 5, Sweeping Edge 3, Fire Aspect 2, Looting 3, and Knockback 2 if you like it. For your axe, you also want Sharpness, and for it and all the rest of your tools, you want Efficiency and can choose between Fortune 3 and Silk Touch. If you type Minecraft into Google, this button shows up, and clicking it makes Steve's fist appear, and you can now mine the page, which brings up these scenes going from the overworld to houses to caves and eventually the nether and end. And you can mine out everything, but mainly wood for a wooden pickaxe, then stone for a stone one, then iron, diamond, and even netherite. But what's the rarest block in Google Minecraft? Well, I checked the Minecraft wiki article for it, and it seemed like every block was pretty common until I was generating scenes and stumbled upon mossy cobblestone, which I only found one time and isn't mentioned on the Minecraft wiki, meaning no one knew it existed. If you place a chest in the ground and a cushion on top, you can now build a whole wall and the cushion won't break. You won't be able to see the cushion at all, but since it's the same size, it's actually possible to click in and sit on it and get to the other side, which you can do pretty quick and have a perfect secret base base anywhere. And you can do the same thing but with a sign, so then you'll fall through when you go in if you want a hidden base below. And you don't even need a wall for this. Any block will work. Horses can now be ridden in water, and so can donkeys, mules, and camels. It just bobs along really slowly, so it's not like you'd use them for oceans, but now you can cross rivers instead of sinking and being kicked off. This really makes the skeleton horse obsolete, because that was the one thing it had going for it, and it's still faster in water, but slower than a nautilus, and overall slower than 75% of wild horses, let alone bred ones, and has a tiny amount of health, and you can't put horse armor on it, so at least it looks cool.